John Kavakis here with another edition of My Take, and today I want to talk to you about EMC models. And the first thing I want you to know about EMC models, if you don't know this already, is that EMCs are expensive. They are very precious. Compared to other models, they're 2-3 times what they might be. But EMCs are just like anything else. You get what you pay for. So we're going to take a look at one of the newest EMCs that are out, the Bugatti Type 35, a legendary of all legendary race cars, the Bugatti that put Bugatti on the map. The idea, and I've been a collector of EMCs for quite some time. I really enjoy the incredible detail, the incredible devotion that they have to accuracy and fidelity. These are little works of art. We were on a forum the other day, and somebody mentioned that they're not really models anymore. They're miniatures, they're replicas. Harvey Goranson has coined the term auto-miniologists, which I think that puts us in the category that are looking for just really a high level of accuracy in our models. EMC got it in spades. They're made over in Ukraine. The last couple of years they've had a rough go of it because of everything going on over the unfortunate events. But I'll tell you something, that crew over there makes some really amazing models. And I'm excited to show you this one today. I've got a few more that we're going to show you as the weeks progress. But I'm proud to have these in my collection, and I think you're going to agree with me after you see this car. This is the Bugatti Type 35. Let's get it out of the box and take a look at it. I've got some incredible close-up photos for you to take a look at. And let me tell you something, even on the close-up, these models are realistic. So let's take a look at it. So while I'm getting it out of the box, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about Bugatti. The Type 35 was made from 1924 to 1930. Established Bugatti's legendary status as a race car. Won over 1,000 races, some think as many as 1,800. Was styled after the Fiat 804, driven and modified by a racer named Peter Bordino. So that arch-shaped radiator up front and the Bordino tail out back graced an incredibly competent chassis for its time. Originally came with a 90 horsepower straight 8, but continuous improvements led up to the supercharged Type 35B, which boasted 138 horsepower. And a car that weighed just over 1,600 pounds. It was an amazing performer, even by today's standards. Top speed was 125 miles an hour, and it went from 0 to 60 in 6 seconds. EMC's 143rd replica is of the Bugatti Type 35B Grand Prix, which ran in 1927. This is chassis 4661. Let's take a look at it. This thing is so beautiful, I'm tempted to just leave the turntable on and let you soak it in for a couple of minutes. But then you'd miss the true beauty of this model, which is in the incredible level of almost microscopic detail. Let's take a look at some of these close-up. Just look at that dash. The gauges are hyper-realistic. The covering on the seats looks and feels realistic like leather. The pedals, just every small detail in the interior just jumps out. Up front, the lensing, the wheels, the brakes, the chassis detail. Again, it's just incredible realism. More amazing chassis detail. Look at the belts around the hood and those small buckles. The realism extends to the bag on the side for utilities, the side detail. Look at the gas cap on top of the rear deck. We hear it all the time. That looks almost real. And in most cases, some of the models out there do look very, very realistic. But I'll tell you something, this one looks real. If you didn't know it was a model, somebody might have to tell you it was. It looks that realistic. That type of painstaking attention to detail comes at a price. But that's what EMC does so well. They give you heirlooms. They give you the focus and center of your collection. Again, you'll pay for it, but it's well worth it. This is the type of thing that you want to keep and hold on to and go back and revisit frequently. Take another few seconds looking at it on the turntable here, and then we'll wrap things up. So that's EMC's Bugatti Type 35. I think you'd have to agree. It's a pretty incredible model. It's pretty typical of what EMC does. All of their models have this level of detail, this level of finish, this microscopic accuracy that they build into their models. It's just amazing as far as I'm concerned for a 143. I'm just so pleased to have one. Now, as far as I know, these are sold out at the factory. There have been some available on the secondary market, but they appear to have dried up. MiniWorks doesn't have any. Jerry Cordero seems to be out of stock of them. PB Scale Models is not listing theirs on eBay. The last couple that I saw change hands were right around $650 or so. And again, as I started out with, that's a lot of money for a model. But if you are aware of anything that's going on in the EMC market, you know that once they sell out, prices start to rise. I remember several years ago, I wanted to buy the Brooke Swan car by this new company called EMC. Bob Hooper had one at Dominion Models, and I went down and took a look at it. They're not too far from me. And all I can remember saying is, Bob, I'm sorry, it's $250. That's a lot of money for a model. And I missed buying that one. I changed my mind the next day. It was gone. The last time I saw a Brooke Swan car change hands, it was $1,400. And so we've seen several other models from EMC do that. Some of the 1903 Cadillacs, the Horch, with top up and top down, and a few other Mercedes 550K. That's what happens to EMCs. Now, we all know that models are not an investment. We should never plan on making money, but it seems like EMCs are a better bet than some others. So, look, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd like to know what you think. Give me your comments down in the comment section. If you're watching this on Facebook or on YouTube, you can click on the YouTube logo and go right over to YouTube, leave your comments. I'd like to know what you think, and I really appreciate you spending some time with me. If you enjoyed the video, give me a like down there in the right hand corner. Love to have you as a subscriber. I'll be talking to you again real soon.